To have a chance to be able to become a champion, you need to battle across the best of the best and beat said best of the best. Tonight, we see who's the best of the best for Division 2 of the WAVL. It's the Windsor Championship here on We Did It All. Good evening, everyone. I'm Justin Prince alongside me for tonight's coverage of tonight's action. Once again is Mandy Biondo. We're getting set to go for the second division. Essentially, the second of multiple tiers, 12 different tiers, more than 23,000 matchups, and this is for the battle amongst the second best of the tiers to start off the night. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so excited, Justin. When you put it that way, 23,000 matches, that sounds fantastic and wonderful. It's been months of volleyball. These teams have been playing from October all the way up until tonight, and they are looking forward to bragging rights on who is the top of the Tier 2 division.
Tonight, it's Setzi time, who represents the respective division, that being the Gillis. That's the Tuesday night side of things. Then is the Bremio, that's representing the Wednesday night champions. The Wallbaners representing that side. It will be the Wednesday night champions this evening in the blue and the Tuesday night champions in the green. Their respective teams finished second when it came to the Wallbaners in their division. Third for Setzi time to close out the regular season before making their postseason runs. It's going to become critical if you want to do well here to be able to pick up that trophy.
This is going to be a big night for both teams because it's Tuesday versus Wednesday night, which is the age-old argument, Justin, and who's got the better volleyball playing. So this is for all the marbles. Here we go.
Teams are all set to go. It's the Wallbaners to start things off with the serve. It is John and Caitlin Parr back for more alongside Sarah St. Louis. Then alongside them is John Van Velzen. Rounding up the lineup today for the Wallbaners for their opening serve, James Marois and Joanne St. Louis. Setzi time to receive with Roy Tubasi, Rashawn Matthew alongside Cara Pepelik. Along with Siobhan Smith, a substitution for Sadie Greco, Ryan McGuire, and Tori McCann.
And here we go, Justin. We are almost underway. First serve of the night. Here it is.
And we're underway for the Tier 2 Championship. Already starting to scramble, to toss it across they do. Lawn set, push across, that time on the push ahead by Smith. A long setup for the spike, gets through the block, gets down for the first point. The first swing down by John Parr.
I love how she just went up and, is that Siobhan? Yes, it is. She just went up and for that block right there. We got to do that all night long to gain these points, Justin.
And straight to the net on the second swing, that is Rashawn Matthew. Now the interesting thing when it comes to Smith tonight was a substitution because Sadie Greco, unfortunately under the weather, not able to make this championship match. Back into action, out, 3 straight points.
Setzi time just needs to get themselves a little bit more organized and orchestrated here. With the subs, sometimes it's a little difficult. They're just going to have to get used to each other in the court right now.
Quickly, a lawn set up. Read across to the back line. Laid well by Mawa. Swing gets blocked back down. First time on the board for Setzi time.
Nice block out there. He's going to have to swing a little bit harder on that outside, Justin, if they're going to want to score tonight. This is a championship game. You got to come out swinging.
That was John Van Velzen on the swing. And for the first time tonight, Setzi time to serve. They went 33-15 in games played within their matches leading into the postseason. And just clips the net, but botched on the receive. Tough receive for Joanne St. Louis.
It's that short little teeny serve, just get over the net, which forces the server to pick that up. I would have just popped that in the air as a second ball, but that's a tricky one.
Smith back on the serve. Laid well down the line, setting up Parr for the swing. The blast, John Parr.
There we go. John Parr knew it. He saw that last swing and he was like, not today. I'm going up, swinging hard with a big cut. They're right back to fourth position.
Wallbaners quickly serve it away. Long setup this time across by Matthew. Way back for the tight twist around, but flag raised out. No touch. Setzi with the point.
I like the swing. She had come inside and went for the cross court. She saw that open hole. Just a little bit too much heat on that ball.
Once again, Setzi time, a tough serve. That time for Tori McCann. A blister, John Parr. No touch, and all of a sudden, After Wallbaner started up 3-0, it's 4-all.
Yeah, that's how it goes in these matches. You know, you get the serve over, you play some big defense, you can chip away at those points.
Good serve again by McCann. On setup, John Parr straight up the pipe. Twists it around down to give himself and his team the lead.
That was a nice swing by John. He turned his entire body to swing back across there for that point. That was a great, great, great swing out of middle.
Joanne St. Louis goes back as the server. 5 set up towards the back line. That one lofted front. Matthew, the lawn setup, gets it across to Bassi. Played for John Parr. Again, a twist for the point.
Oh, that was a wild shot by John on the middle. He looked like he dragged that all the way from his knee. Watch this, Justin. He's going to, like, airplane swing it. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a point, Justin.
And it's yanked on the serve.
No.
Our first service error from the Wallbaners. That brings up for Sean Matthew as the server. And serve mistakes back to back.
It's heartbreaking, Justin. I hate seeing missed serves. It's such an opportunity just to score a point and let your team get in a position to play some D.
For those tuning in, the WAVL Division II Championship, the Windsor Championship, here on We Digital. Glad to have you with us from St. Clair College and its Sportsplex. A twist towards the antenna, that time knocked across by Marois.
Yeah, it was a smart move by James. He saw there was a big hole in the middle of the defense and just knocked it on down. Ooh.
John Parr, a tough serve, nearly launched into the press box.
John Parr's here to win tonight, Just.
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, he, along with Caitlin, were a part of last year's championship appearance in Division II.
Yes, they were. Oh, John, I spoke too soon. That one's on me, Justin. I was talking way too much smack about John's heat, and then he missed.
That brings Tabasi as the server. A quick flick. Quickly set up for a flat palm played by Matthew. Loft to the lawn across. Smith towards the back line, but just over it. Wallbaner's up 10, serving 6.
It's a nice way to try and score. She's pulled way back off the net, and she's also a lefty. She went full cross court, tried to go deep corner and score there just a little bit too much.
Back again on the twist serve. Played well by Smith. Setting things up for a quick setup, tight for a punch-up. Reset, though. And quickly twisting through on the swing by Marois.
There we go.
Correct myself, that was Van Velzen.
That was John.
And John, in turn, has been very impactful. Both the Pars so far, having a lot of touches for the Wallbaners. Speaking of which, just out of the reach of Caitlin Parr.
That's another lefty swing, Justin. I don't know if you've ever been behind a lefty ball, but it's real hard to play defense on that. You got to read that shoulder differently than 90% of the right-handers in the league. So it's a great shot.
That brings up Pepelick. Received well. Swung down the line. Flight pointed down in play. 12 serving 7.
It's a great line shot. Again, this Setsi time's going to have to swing their D a little bit if they want to get these defensive points back on the board.
And Belzen yet again on that swing. Response back, no touch. The Wallbaners getting a rally together, up their largest lead since the opening of the matchup, 13-7. Quickly going to the loft serve in response. Some trouble getting it over on the free and into the net.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Setsi time just looks like they're a bit disorganized out there. They kind of need to just communicate a little better. Playing solid, playing well. They're just missing some solid, small little points, making errors.
Setsi time, talking with Siobhan Smith, said they were surprised to make it this way. We never get towards this far, is what she had said in preparation for tonight at the scores table. And so far, keeping things tight in the early going, but the Wallbaners, who have won this title a couple times, point away again.
Used to being here, and the cameras are on you, Justin. The announcers are here. Sean's very annoying, loud voice can be heard. It's hard.
And yet again, speaking of which, an ace, 16 serving 7. And the rally continues. Sarah St. Louis breaks up the rally with an error. So that Get Setzi Tom a chance to try and get something together here.
That's a small opening. They need to take it and start it right here at this back line.
Ryan McGuire, the server. Played well. Good setup. Soft touch that time from the Pars. Matthew. Play for the back. Setting things up from the pipe. Good!
Oh! Nice job from back row. Well swung Par. Look at this. They're going to see him back there. They see that's an option right to the center. Right straight down the middle. No block up to stop that ball.
John Pard yet again on the kill. Played well back to Par. This time forced to go soft touch right to the pot.
I like it, Justin. That's a nice move. He just came out with huge screen last play. Everyone was back on their heels thinking he was going to do the same thing this time, and he was saying, nope, I got you. I read that hole. I'm going straight to it.
And that's what they call the campfire in some circumstances, and that's trouble on the pass.
Yeah, setter, once that you pull that setter off the net and she has to move there, that's a tricky thing to do.
19 serving 7 and shanked away. Covered well by McGuire. Free across. That time by Pepelik. Setting up John Parr again. The kill.
That's a huge swing. They set him like a 10-meter ball in the middle. Watch this. It's like a high ball in the middle. Justin giving John lots and lots of time to swing, and he took advantage.
Speaking of which, right there at the net to knock it back down. And 21 serving 7. Parr has scored nearly half his team's points. Back on the setup from Matthew. Quick twist, just out of the range of Van Velzen.
Yeah, he just didn't get under that ball enough on defense. If you see, he's going to pop that up. Oh, we got the replay on the swing. Popped it up, just didn't jade enough to get it up to that setter's hands.
21-8 here in set 1. And that time issues on the receive.
Just a communication breakdown under the center there. She's just a wee one. She thought it was going over her head.
That was Sarah St. Louis yet again. Smith on the serve this time. More in the line from a wall. John Parr again, fancy. Matthew, tap, second tap. Push back, punch back for the free. Matthew a long setup. Twisted. Jabasi. Played up towards Parr on the set. Punch back by Van Velzen. Gets it to the back, but just out of line.
That was a great rally. That was well done by Setzi Time. Communicated with each other, popped that ball in the air, and look at that. Now they're back at the serving line, Justin.
Couple sustained points. 10 serving 21. Again, best of 5 at this level. And that time, John Parr can't punch it over. We've seen bigger rallies before like this.
We've seen teams come back from this kind of deficit. It's just going to take some work.
Played well by John Parr. Sets back up for Parr to swing again.
They put that double block up on Parr, and I like it because they're going to have to, but that block went up a little late. He saw it, took that line. Boom! Back at the back line. 3 points to take this game.
That brings up Van Velzen. Played well by McGuire. Back across to Bassi. Off the touch. Good swing. And right to Bassi.
Yeah, and it was a great swing because the setter got a perfect pass from her team. Finally puts up a beautiful ball, and they score. That's what Setzi Time needs to start doing more to score those points.
Tori McCann. Time well on the serve. Slapped across by John Parr. This time set up for Devassi again. Off the blocker. Set up well. John Parr from the middle, down the line, off the touch into the stands.
She was there. Oh, man, she was there. I thought that she had that ball. It was a good effort, good try on that D. We're looking at some of the crowd right now, having a nice time watching their friends and family play ball. I love to see it.
Continuing to see them circulate in as well. As that's served to the official. That's something you don't see every year.
Just a bit outside, Justin. That ball didn't hit the court.
This time, Matthew. See, well, John Parr forced a twist. Matthew, no one to recover off the dig.
They didn't chase that one down. They were trying. I think they're feeling a bit defeated right now, Justin. We got 1 point. This is game point right here. This will win the game. Again, best out of 5 to take this match.
Set point.
Oh.
Will continue.
Oh.
Just a little bit outside.
Oh, a lot outside. He's going to feel that later. He's going to think of that later on tonight. It's going to tick him off.
Tabasi and nearly troubles on the receive. Swung across by John Parr. Dug back by Caitlin Parr. Back to John. Right off a couple players to secure the set. Wallbangers win set 1, 25-14.
There we go. They're going to go back to the benches, Justin, and reevaluate this defense here, see if they can come back and win this next game.
Set 1 comes to a close. The Wallbangers banging points through. John Parr standing out early. Side switching as we get set for set number 2 here on We Did It All. But he was also an All-American, second team in this time to right. Forward back line this time. Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackle just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, end up booking a trip to the prairies. Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Kubota Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rose City as we continue our coverage of WAVL Volleyball Division II Championship, the Renson Championship. The Wallbangers up 1-0 over Sensi time so far here tonight. Real quick, we'll touch upon those who are also competing here throughout the day. The Sportsplex has had a lot of volleyball, a lot of champions already crowned, including Little Damage winning Division 8, Division 7, Copial Tips. Then Division 6 went to How I Set Your Mother. Division 5 went to the local Swingers. Division 4 was Spike Walski, should say. Division 3, just prior to this match, went to Tips Count. A lot of volleyball. There are 12 divisions this year.
Yeah, a lot of divisions. Sean's opening up. There used to be, I was in this league for like 25 years, Justin, and we never had 12 divisions. I got to give Sean Lippert some credit. He opened up. A lot of more teams wanted to come in, so he opened up some more divisions so more players could play.
And the numbers were shared coming into today. 589,950 points. That's a lot of points scored in all those matches.
This is like the biggest rec league in the entire Canada, which is a really cool thing that it's in Windsor, Ontario.
Back underway, and the Wallbangers start things off with a point off the swing from John Van Velzen.
I like it. Wallbangers came out big, won the last game, and they are ready to go for a second here.
Velzen starts off the service rotation this time. Same things up close side, smacked across by Smith, punched across on the run. That time it was Joanne St. Louis. Played back by Van Velzen. Trying to scramble, John Parr one-handed. Causes the scramble. Shuffle back in the reset. Van Velzen, bump set. John Parr loses the joust. Still gets it across. Matthew set, free ball back. Van Velzen gets a recovery. And across by Caitlin Parr. Back and forth so far for the second point of the set. John Parr tries to ice it. Flag raised, it's out.
He wanted that ball so bad. He wanted to end that whole back and forth defense situation there. He went up and ripped this ball as hard as he could, but if you look at him, his entire body is facing the stands, Justin. So, ball's going that way.
That was going to be a very tight window to try and fit down the line. Siobhan Smith, who had some strong success at the service line, smacks it across as the server. Pancake back across. Caitlin Parr out.
I like the swing from Caitlin out there. She needs to just keep swinging balls cross court like that. It's open. She has no blocker up on her, so she can take that ball anywhere she wants in the court and try to score.
Smith serves again. This time cross. Covered well by Matthew after the quick receive. Bossy. Bounce back. Caitlin Parr from the backside. Setting things up again to Bossy. A scramble to the benches.
Oh, nice run, ladies.
Just couldn't get the free. That was a tight window again.
I like the hustle. I like the grind, Justin. It again is championship volleyball tonight. You've got to be ready to run and hit the deck. And these ladies were.
They definitely ran. This time, Parr the good receive. John Parr, the swing, breaks the rally. 2 serving 3.
Yeah, again, they're giving John a high ball to the middle, which is not usually the way things go. That ball's a little bit lower, but he likes it, and he's swinging big. He was off the net that time and scored. A lot of heat on that ball. Oh, and no.
Not the serve. Yeah. Joanne St. Louis.
Joanne, that's going to leave a mark on your heart, Joanne, for missing that serve.
Right hand serve this time. John Parr. Yet again. Blisters just off the touch of Brian McGuire.
Yeah, you got to touch on that ball. I think he was a little bit far at that back line. Might have been able to let it go and out of bounds. I can't. Yeah, he probably could have let that one roll, but I understand. Trying to pop that ball up in the air.
Speaking of John, he's at the service line. Good first serve of his set. Matthew can't get it over there. Good setup. Just going to get it over.
Great setup, and it's a hard swing on that right side. It's got that ball's got to cross his entire body. He's got to swing with that right hand. It's a difficult shot.
Back in live action, tossed across by the setter this time. Hit back cross by Caitlin Parr. Another punch, and this time Pepolik goes out.
Caitlin's doing a great job. She's pushing all those balls deep, which is super smart, forcing the defense to pop that ball up in the air, and it's a lot more tricky to get to the setter when it's deep like that.
5-4 Wallbainers make it 6-4 Wallbainers here in the second set. Here on Weederdle, WAVL Renton Championship Division 2 title for 2023-24. Continues on with a top receive off McGuire.
Setsy time has got to, they're still in this. I don't want to see this gap getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they climb back in here, Justin. They've got to figure out a way to pop this ball up to their setter right now and side out.
Stronger receive that time. Matthew pushes across for the free. Hit back across. Caitlin Parr. Reset back for the free from Matthew. Just got underneath it. Back to Caitlin Parr after the set from John. McGuire, strong dig. Punched across. Reset this time up the middle. Marois. Punch back by Tubasi. Back and forth on the softer to mid-speed play so far at this point. Back stronger, Caitlin Parr. Now trying to get it over to Bossy. Reset. This time, Caitlin Parr on the attack. Out.
Great rally. Those ladies up front are grinding. That setter, who is it? Wallbanger's setter. She's doing a fantastic job controlling that ball at the net. Look at her. She's putting balls perfectly up in the air, even not the best pass one. She is definitely keeping them in this match right now.
This brings back Rashawn Matthew and a service error. One thing that I have noticed so far that's to the positive for Setsy time, they've been good at the start and the end of these sets so far. It's just the middle that needs to change if they want a chance to turn it around.
Yeah, it's always about the center, Justin. Got to get that core locked down, my friend. Core is locked down, everybody's happy.
Speaking of the core, they're able to keep it off the court. Back up the middle, the swing gets through the blockers. Good awareness, Matthew avoids the foretouch. And too low on the swing into the net, Marois.
Marois just got a little overexcited there. This ball was set a little bit too low for him. Watch this. Yeah, he lets it fall where it's right at his elbow, and he just got excited. I get it. Got lucky there. He can erase that bad hit now, Justin, because they got that ball back.
Another service error for Tubasi. This time McGuire on the receive. McGuire goes on the attack. That went off the side of Van Velzen's head.
I I didn't see it hit his head. He was up there. That means he was flying through the air, chin over the net. I like it.
That sets things yet again. Service error. This gets right back to the middle portion.
Yeah, service errors are tricky because when you're down by 3 and you're making service errors, those points just keep piling up and piling up.
McGuire forced to free. Set back well. This time to go to Van Velzen off the touch. And there's the Wallbanners point up by 4 now.
Yeah, it is a great set. He's a big dude, right? So you got to get him that ball high and off the net for him, and she did. And it was a great swing, cross court, back. And
serve well. Smith twists it, but they say it was touched. Setzy time takes over serve.
Yeah, again, I'll say it again. Those deep balls are going to score every time because you look like is it going out of bounds? Is it not going out of bounds? It's a big court. You reach, there's a touch, lost a point.
Back to the action, and back to the board goes the Wallbanners. John Parr this time of the run.
Setzy time know they have to put up a big block on him, and they try. He goes up for that just off of his hand and down. It was just a little bit too hard for him.
Good serve, Van Velzen that time. Matthew. Point off the back. Van Velzen sets up a one-handed punch out for Caitlin Parr's free. Matthew. Back to Smith to his left hand. A slide, Joanne St. Louis. Good set. Caitlin Parr gets it across. Back to Smith. Punch back. Punch through the air. And Setzy time lets it sail out. 9-12.
Just a reflex shot there. These ladies are doing a great job of controlling this front court right now. Just a little bit too much on that punch. She got scared. She got all nervous. That's all that happened.
But a great slide from Joanne, though.
Yeah, it was. And I like that they're going for the ball. They're not letting balls drop on this end of the court, and that's great.
Back to Smith to serve. Wide well in the middle. Set down, John Parr with the crown.
That ball was set kind of in between middle and outside, and when that happens, you kind of just got to call for the ball who's going for it. John wanted it. Saw he was a little bit out of system there and just decided to tip, but that was a hard tip.
Now up, Joanne St. Louis. That was an interesting release on the serve, but Matthew gets across court for the point.
Yeah, she's got her little ways back there. Everyone has their little quirky setup they do for the serve. If you watch everybody do it, they've got their thing. Joanne's is really interesting.
Long serve point by Ben Velzen on the receive. John Parr launches it off the block. That's the tool.
He's been swinging for everyone tonight, hey? He's been left side, he's hit at a middle, and then we just saw a nice right hand swing from him. He's playing extremely well in this championship game.
Extremely poised, extreme power. We've seen all night, just out of his range. Matthew, when you talk about power from John Parr, there's been more finesse from Matthew's side.
That's a very good point, my friend, and I am agreeing.
Matthew on that serve. Set back up for Caitlin Parr. Flag race, it's out, no touch. Setzy time, keeping it tight, set 2 now.
The way they're set up to serve receive right now, Caitlin's got a swing out of the middle here, which is a tricky shot. Now she's going to come outside, swing on left side.
Up the middle, McGuire. Off John Parr. Punch back reset. McGuire sets. Hooped over. Long setup for Caitlin. Laid up. Battle up towards the net for a joust for a moment. This time up Main Street. Marois for the point.
There we go. There comes a point in time when it's a back and forth, right at the tight net play there. Someone has to take a chance and hit that ball hard and hit that ball deep, and that's exactly what Marois just did.
Wallbanners now lead by 3, middle of the second set here. Long setup to Bassi. Back to Matthew. Matthew forced to free it, one hand nearly. Back over, Van Velzen swings it down the line, gets the corner.
That was a great cut down the line. His shoulder and body looked like he was going right cross court. If you watch this here, Justin, he's turned cross court, last second, rips that ball right to the line. That's going to score every time.
Running play, McGuire dives, free to cross. That time, Pepelick. Back over Van Velzen. Pepelick again. Tight joust window. Reset this time. Van Velzen from the middle. Backside played by McCann. Long set up to Bassi. Has taken the front line. Attacks.
Ooh.
John Parr just missed the line.
I like it. Those last 3 passes she got were out of system. So she saw John in the back row there. She took that chance. It was a great shot. Great option and a great shot.
Bassi flicks it across this time. Again blocked. And it gets through. Ryan McGuire.
Setters doing a great job. Both these setters doing an excellent job of moving this ball around for their team. They've got a lot of swingers that can obviously hit on all 3 spots of the net, and they're using that.
17-13 Wallbangers. Long setup, Joanne. McGuire setting up Smith down the line. Played again for Joanne St. Louis. Back to the block, and no one can kick it into the air. Both the St. Louis's tried.
They did, and that is a legal move just for everybody watching out there. If she had gotten her foot on that ball, on that attack, that would have been in play. That ball is in play. I am such an old lady. That was not a rule when I played, Justin, but it is now.
Yes, and speaking of good sets, another quick one.
Were you saying yes, I am an old lady, Justin?
No,
You are
I
correct,
mean,
yeah.
I was talking about a good set to Van Velzen.
It was a good set.
No, I didn't say anything.
Both are correct, my friend. It's good. It's good.
Back on the good serve that time. Point, Joanne St. Louis up the middle.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark on that floor, Justin. That is some heat. He's seeing that score up there, and he's like 6 more big plays, and we have got game 2.
Hey, the floor has feelings too, you can argue. Blocked again up front by John Parr, and it leads to the point. That was a lot of ground made up for the block in the first place.
It absolutely was. And you know what? They've got momentum on their side right now, which is tricky because their Sutsy Time's going to have to break that momentum if they want to get back in this game.
20-14. Scramble once again. For a free, it's Caitlin Parr. Tight setup. Played this time, Joanne St. Louis. Long setup, and Velzen gets it.
It's a great job. Setter picking up that ball, and she put that ball dead center, knowing or thinking that hitter had 2 options. He could have swung on that ball. He chose to set it. It was the right choice. Wide open, no blocker up there.
Another tough serve from John. He watches Van Velzen. Sails it over everyone. So Sutsy Time gets to set up a serve. That brings up Brian McGuire.
They are down by 6 points right now, so they cannot afford to miss anything at this back line right now.
Played well, Joanne St. Louis. John Parr, block. Great block by Matthew. Free situation, though, for Smith. John Parr sets it up the middle. Gets it off McGuire.
I've said it so many times tonight. It's this wild high ball in the middle, and he loves to swing on it. He's got so many options up there. There it is. Look at him go up right past the blocker's left arm and scores.
Velzen serve. A little bit of an overpass. And some miscommunication. They're trying to set it up for Joanne St. Louis. Free to cross, though, in response by Sutsy Time. Long set for John. Tries to punch it over. McGuire, good dig. Set back up tight. Too strong. And John gets it in. 23 serving 15. Just a couple points away from a 2-0 lead
We got
in
2.
this title.
And this is pressure right now for him to get this ball right over the net. There we go. He did not crack.
Matthew.
Oh!
Right to the block. Down. John Parr.
Woo! I like it. I like it. They are here to play. These Wallbangers want this match. Now we got one more. This is a big serve. There we go.
Set point for set 2, and that hits the antenna. And just like that, 25-15 will be how set number 2 closes. Wallbangers up 2 sets to love. The action continues here on We Digital after this break. You're watching the Division II title. The Windsor Championship continues after this.
Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicholas. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Komodo Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I liked it. I am.
Let's welcome you back once more to tonight's action. The Division II fight continues, the Renson Championship. Wallbangers definitely liking what they're playing with right now, up 2-0.
They love it. They are playing to, you know what, it's a team effort right now by the Wallbangers. They are all in sync. They are not making a ton of unforced errors. They're doing all the right things. What I like the best, Justin, that they're doing is they're pushing those free balls deep into the court, and they are ripping balls as hard as they can. And you know what? I might come from an old-fashioned way of playing ball, but when you get a set, you got to rip that ball as hard as you can, and that's what the Wallbangers are doing right now, and they are now up 2-0 because of it.
And in turn, how do you respond if you're set to time? Because that was their strongest of the two sets so far, that last play.
Setsy Time is struggling because they don't have a huge 6'2", 6'3" blocker up there that can stop John or James when they're swinging on the ball. So they just right now have to try to get their hands on balls to slow it down, which they have a couple of times in this match, in these games, but not enough for their defense. They've got to help their back row defense out by slowing those balls down.
Just about all set to get back underway here on We Digital. Again, just about set to get back underway as they come out of the timeouts here.
So again, this is best of 5, Justin. So if Wallbangers win this game, that is game, set, match, they will take this title.
Let's get all set to go here. It's Wallbangers who will start things off with serve. Once again, it's John Parr who will lead things off as the server. And we start with an error.
Oh, man. You know, I gave them credit last game they came out, they started with a huge serve. I don't like that. That's like a mental game here. We need to get back in.
Javon Smith, left-handed serve in response. Played back, Van Velzen hits the net, and Setsy Time's got some momentum, 2-0.
Yeah, and it may seem like nothing, only 2 points, but that's exactly what it is, Justin. It's just a bit of momentum. If you can keep it on your side, you can start winning these games.
Another solid serve. Tight window on the setup for John, off a bunch of different Setsy Times.
Yeah, and that's a good example of what I was saying at the beginning. That block just isn't big enough, and you watch him go up for this ball right now. He's up to block. He's there. It's just there's not two big blockers, right? So he's just going right around it.
Back to said blockers. John Parr on the block. Play back to Parr. Hits it off of Matthew, and it's tied up at 2 just like that.
Yeah, and you know what? They did their job out of the Millerita. They got a piece of the ball. That was just one last push that they needed at the end, that Roy needed to just give one last push for that ball. They would have had a better chance at that point.
Bassi, top. Van Velzen couldn't get to it.
Yeah, there he goes. He's like, okay, I missed the block, but I'm going to score this next point, and that's how you win games. You got to come back at people and score.
3 serving 2. Push back Van Velzen, forced to free. And miscommunication to Bassi, still got it over. John Parr didn't get it over the net. Matthew might have got a piece of the block though.
I think he did. If we re-look at this, we got to take it out, check it out again. He went up. Yeah, he did. He did. That's a great job.
And so far, it's Setsy time with their best start to a set yet. Oh, speaking of that soccer kick, that came into play big there. John hits it off 2 blocks. Setting up to Bassi. Played off John. Set up back to John. Oof. Down after the good pass from Joanne St. Louis.
I think Setsy Time was listening to me during their timeout because they just did exactly what I said. They got a piece of that ball, and look at this, Justin, back at the line here on a side out play. 5
serving 2 after that. John Parr. And now a net violation.
Yeah, he got a little excited up there. He saw that tip. He was going to go OT right over the block. Saw a hole. He just got excited, you know.
Setsy time trying to make a match quickly. John Parr to the receive again. Setting up John, twisty time for the point.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I played against John for many years when he was playing in Tier 1 on a team, and whenever he did that wild windmill shot, I would yell at him, Justin. I really would. Because you can't defend that. You have no idea where that ball is going.
Speaking of that time to serve for Joanne St. Louis. Played down the line, but out. That time attempted by Tubasi.
Yeah, great look by Wallbangers. She followed that ball right to the line and watched it go out of bounds. I love to see it.
Speaking of the twisty serve, here is Joanne St. Louis. Watch.
Oh.
And that time hit the antenna.
Joanne's struggling at the back line today, but for viewers at home, that ball can touch the top of the net and trickle over. That is still a point. That ball just hit the antenna. Oh.
It can hit the front of the net.
Good one. Yeah, Joanne's saying thank you for that. That just washed away her error.
John Parr again. McGuire punched across. Great effort on the free. Twist back. Grouped and down. That time a wall on the battle.
Yeah, we saw James at the front of the net there trying to single hand block that. And if you look, his body is all twisted up. He doesn't have the strength to push that ball back down. That was a job well done by the Setsy time. Middle.
Back to the setup. This is Marwall. Regroup from McGuire. Punched across. Van Velzen. Kick back. Lawn set up and free McGuire. It's time they go to the direction of Caitlin Parr. Starting to look like one of those longer style rallies here in terms of the flow. McGuire to break it. No. Twisted. That does break it. And all of a sudden, Setsy time up by 4.
It's nice. It's nice. That's a nice little cushion for Setsy time. A great, again, southpaw swing out of middle. Very tough to block. They're going to need to feed him a little more. He's going to need to keep ripping those balls. Keep them up by 4. Oh, no. Oh, man.
And that's going to be one of the main things.
Yes. If I was on that court right now, I'd be screaming at him. You cannot miss those serves.
We're near double digits from the past 2 sets from a team, called Setsy time on serves to start things through a set. On service errors. Speaking of the action, Wallbangers gets it down. How about that punch, Van Velzen?
Yeah, unfortunately, Siobhan is doing a good job out of that left side. She is, again, a lefty. That's 2 lefties on the team. That's, unheard of. I love it. Just didn't work out that time in her favor.
Right-handed serve that time. McGuire. Twist through the block. And it's Setsy time point.
Yeah, I like that. Again, that's his natural swing out there on Justin, right side for that lefty. Mm-hmm. That ball does not have to cross his body. He is ready for it to cut that ball off and swing.
Served very quickly by Smith again.
Oh.
Van Velzen responds with an error point.
Yeah, he answered. So being down by 2 now, he knows that he's got to go up and swing hard, swing big to get his team some momentum and that ball back on the side of his court.
This time, quickly served by Wallbangers. Run back Smith. Pop back Joanne St. Louis. Hit across by Van Velzen. McGuire. Good set. A little too strong, in fact, and some scrambles and not able to get back to it.
Great D, though. Ladies playing that big D in that 6 spot in back row. I love to see it. She got the ball in her air, and that's her job. Her teammates just weren't quick enough to follow that up.
11, serving 8. McGuire. Serves well. Velzen, he's become the main option all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's good. It's a great swing. He's, again, I'm going to say it, at this point in the match, when you're down, you've got to swing big and you've got to get momentum on your side of the court.
John Parr that time to serve away. Correction, Marois. Speaking of John, blocked by Matthew, can't get back
There we go. John even gave him a little handshake there. He was like, good job, my man. He got ups in there in the middle. Look at that. Big block. He knows his job out of the middle against John, and he just did it. Well done.
Bot Smith has been one of the better servers today when it comes to setsy time. Longer rallies for the left-hander. This time, Van Velzen twists around the antenna. Wire near contact, Dubasi. Flip back again. Lawn set. John Parr, softer touch, still gets it.
Shifted up. John Parr knows that they're back on their heels, waiting for him to swing huge. He saw it, went up there, and just realized if he just slowed that ball down, gave it a roll, there's a huge hole in the middle.
Van Velzen, meanwhile, plays it off McGuire. And John lets it sail, and all of a sudden the Wallbaners are on the doorstep. They are going bang, bang, a chance to tie it.
We are here. We are ready.
McGuire again to receive. This time, Tabasi, and just out of the range of the kick of John Parr.
Yeah, John Parr just out of position there. He didn't transition back on that play and kind of just shoved his foot out there in desperation. Did not work.
That time, a lot of recoil on the power. Caitlin Parr swings it 12, serving 13.
I don't know if you're noticing this, Justin, but Caitlin's had an outstanding night swinging from that left side. I am impressed.
Not as many attack attempts, you can argue, but of course, when they've gone to her, it's kind of discombobulated things because they expect it to go to John.
She's been super solid out there, though, and she's the reason that they've gotten that ball in great. They've scored a lot of points off of her, and I like it. You got to mix that ball up if you're going to win these games.
Last point going to setsy time. A bit of trouble on the receive this time. Free to cross by Caitlin. Up to McGuire.
Ooh, big dig.
And the dig, a little bit too big off Marois.
Yeah, great dig, though. He's in position out there. Shoulders were just turned a little bit too much. When you have that much heat coming off the ball, you do not even need to move your arms. You just sit still. He just did not have the platform he needed to dig that ball.
Matthew. This time, hit across after some quick work with Caitlin and Sarah. Flare up, a swing back, McGuire.
I love it. I love to see those lefties out of right side with big, big swings. He had an excellent set from his setter on that one, too. She popped that perfect up in the air for him.
Quick twist to the left hand, too. Keeps Matthew at the line. Setting up John. And they say it's in down the line.
That lineman said it was in with conviction down there. I like it. Sean's got some travel club players out here and some of our friends actually playing ball boy and lines people, and everyone's involved. It's good to see everybody in the city coming out to support. Oh.
Service error for Wallbaners.
Oh, I might stand up and yell at him right now myself. Oh.
I mean, you did mention you did that in Tier 1.
I know I yelled a lot. It was mostly at Sean, but I yelled a lot in Tier 1 with missed serves.
Back to the action itself. McGuire waking up. Oh. Now a good swing. 18 serving 13.
John's back there. He's like, I had that ball. He's thinking his 6'2 self was just standing up too straight there. Need to get a little lower, and that ball would have been all his.
And McGuire is continuing to start to become a bigger presence here in set 3. Was very quiet the first set and a half. Speaking of him, he sets back up middle. Swings it to Van Velzen. Like this setup, punch cross. Marois and off the touch.
There's one. So that we're down 4 plays right now. So the way I always looked at it when I played, it was just like you need 4 plays to get back to 0 here and get that game tied up. So that's all they need.
Wallbaners looking for no mistakes at the service line. There's one on the receive.
There's one. Now we need 3 other plays. So volleyball's an absolute mental game, Justin, and it's 90% of the game. So she's back there thinking the way I would. She needs 3 more big plays to get back to 0. Get back in this game.
This time much cleaner, but John, check that Marois.
Yeah, it's like I know what I'm doing, Justin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Two more. Here we go.
Serve receive all of a sudden coming back ferociously. Near contact this time on that receive. Keep an eye on John. Watches back, it's 3 plays, and all of a sudden, it's down but to 1. So what's the play here?
The play here is to get this ball over the net. I have full confidence in Caitlin. She's not missed all night long.
I mean, the objective is get it over the net.
Yeah, I know, but in this... oh, my goodness!
They didn't get the first part of the play.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. It's tricky when you've shifted momentum like that. It's like your brain feels the pressure. You got to fight that.
19 serving 17. And a tight play, McGuire.
Yeah, they capitalized on that unforced error, right? Bad overpass over the net, and they're like, I'm here, we're going to score this. Just like that, Justin, down by 3 again.
Caitlin Parr, that time on the overpass. This time setting up Van Velzen, couldn't get it over the net.
Yeah, that set was a little bit low for him. I would have taken a roll shot on that. He wanted to swing. I do like the attitude. Again, when you're down by 4, you got to swing hard, try and score.
John the receive. Floated up by Marois. McGuire. Again!
Yeah, this is all it takes, right? It takes a little bit of shift in momentum, and that builds confidence, and confidence builds you taking some risks you might not have taken if you were down by 4, and that's what's happening here with Setsi time.
22 serving 17. And Bellson off McGuire's block. Yet again, McGuire there, but rolls it off the antenna to the official. Wallbainer's ball.
Yeah, bit lucky on that one. So now they need to start chipping away. This is an underhand serve here, so Setsi time's got a chance to capitalize on this.
McGuire in the right spot. Smack to the back, but no one there to help after the trouble in the dig.
Yeah, again, Caitlin, I probably would have let that go. That looked like it was at her forehead, which if she just had to let it go, probably would have sailed out of bounds.
Couple points away from their first set victory. Setsi time up 5. Just twisted across, that time by Joanne. Scramble this time across the swing. Marois has to free if they can.
Nice hustle by Setsi time. That was a big dig. She got a piece of that ball. Again, her teammates were there to pop it up, and I'm going to go back to that wasn't being done in the last 2 games. Their confidence is up, and that's why they're there to help each other out.
Still 4-point cushion, make it set point next.
Matthew coming in with the heat. We haven't seen that yet tonight.
Not from him.
No, I love it. Oh, guess what? This is for all the marbles here. Whoo, I'm stressed for her.
They have their best setter so far of the first few sets.
There we
Smith.
go. There we go. Nice job by Setsi time. What a game. This is going to get pushed to another game, Justin. Again, best of 5. We are now 2-1.
But that will take a quick step aside when we come back. Set number 4. You're watching We Digital. The Renson Championship continues after this.
There's no chance.
Show you how to putt it?
Yeah, show me how to do it.
I think you showed him. You cannot script that any better. Johnny says there's no way you can make it from down there without chipping.
Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's coverage here on We Digital. The WAVL Lorenzen Championship continues on here on We Digital. Justin Prince once again set up alongside my co-announcer and Mandy Bionto as we continue on with set number 4 on the docket. All of a sudden, things are getting interesting. Setsy time getting a set.
Tables have turned, and this is where things get exciting. So if Setsy Time can come out and win this next game, Justin, we're then at 2-2, and again, it's best of 5. So then we're going to go to a final clinch game to see who can pull this Tier 2 Division Championship out.
So we're about to see what adjustments come into play. What would you have talked about in this situation?
I totally would have been in timeout. I would have said the same thing. They're doing a good job of communicating with each other, and Matthews getting pieces of that block has single-handedly changed this match. They've also been feeding that right side a lot more, which has caused a lot of more scored points out there. So I like it. I would keep it up. I'd keep the same system going.
McGuire that time to start off the set.
Yeah.
Straight to the board. Another swing from John Parr. He went quiet in set 3.
He did go quiet, and John probably sat and thought about that and thought, you know what? In order for us to win this, I'm going to have to come out guns a-blazing.
Good serve by Ben Velzen for the first one in the rotation. John Parr watches. That time flat palmed away by Marwall. Set up this time for Matthew. A tight squeeze. John Parr hits it up to McGuire. McGuire forced to flat palm it back. Just outside the line.
Yeah.
Already, Wallbaner's looking solid momentum to love.
Yeah, I like that last one by Setsy Time, though. He tried to go back to 1, which is a great spot to try and score off a free ball like that.
To love Wallbaners. Scramble, Van Velzen on the third touch. Wait to Matthew. Try to set things up for John. That time well received by communication. That's the first 4 touch of the night.
Yeah, you can't. He just made a fantastic dig on a ball with monstrous heat on it. His arm is going to say Makaza tonight when he goes to bed because of that, how hard that ball was hit at him.
I'm sorry, Makaza? Oh, you mean the brand of the ball?
I mean the brand of the ball. Yeah, unless Sean's getting us some generic offshoot volleyballs, I'm pretty positive they're playing with the Makaza. Point is, if your team makes a dig like that, you have to get there to pop it over.
Setsy Time getting the first point of the set there. Down by 2. John. Ooh, hello, John. Woo. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back is right, Justin. Again, nice high ball for him out of the center. I don't love it. I'd like to see that ball lowered on a set for him, but he likes that high ball to get him some heat on that, and that's exactly what happened.
Played by McGuire. It's again a quick run to Bassi. John this time tries to swing it, rejected. Tries it again, this time soft touch. Matthew was again ready with Dubasi. Third time, this time to go to Caitlin. And McGuire, what a punch up. A chance for John to respond. Gets it down.
Great play, and that's why Wallbangers are doing such a good job here. That setter used John out of the middle. They popped that ball up, so she went outside to Caitlin. Excellent swing on Caitlin's behalf, and here we are. They got that side out immediately.
Back to Matthew, meanwhile, into the net, and all of a sudden, Wallbaners is coming in, screaming loudly into the scoreboard, 6-1.
Setsy Time saw themselves in this position during the first game, too. Justin, I think you'll remember, and it's tough to climb back from. They can do it. We saw that last game.
Bassi ramps it off of John Parr. Back to John on the joust. Played by Matthew. Punch back. Van Velzen, good dig. Setting things up off the net. No. Caitlin Parr out of reach.
Yeah, so John got in the way of a setter right there, and if I'm her, I'm probably going to judo chop him, kick him, get out of my way so I can get a better set out to my left side.
I'm sorry, did you just propose karate chopping the setter?
I did. No, not the setter. The setter's doing her job. Anybody who gets in the way of a setter should be drop kicked on the spot, Justin. Get out of the way. Your setter's the boss of the applesauce.
That time attack error by John and a service error back by Setsy Time 7 serving 3. And just after the second set, it was talked about John Parr's had the best play, arguably, throughout the entire day so far. That's how much of an impact he's had today.
Yeah, a player like that is going to shift momentum of the game. They're going to take control of the match, and they're going to run with it.
They'll continue with the line after that goes out off Setsi time. Reminder that at 8 p.m. Eastern, it's the battle for the 7-Up Cup, where multiple returning players look to win with the respective sides. It will be Reigning Sets and Digs versus Volleyball at 8 p.m. here on Windsor. 9 serving 3 after another issue for Setsi time, and that one goes out.
That was a good look at the back line. Again, whenever there's a deep roll, set, free ball, you got to follow that ball to the line, and that's exactly what Setsi time just did. And it was out.
Played back on the swing from to Matthew. McGuire. Long setup to Joanne St. Louis. Setting things up, Caitlin. Another scramble. Running to Bassi, freed by McGuire. 2 frees in a row now. McGuire can't punch it down the line.
Little unforced error there. They were out of system. Again, I'm going to say it. Caitlin throwing balls deep down that center, throwing some heat at them, getting them out of system on those plays, and Setsi time is struggling with it. As we see, they're down by 6 here.
Definitely seen that a lot more. You had that argument whenever we've had the long rallies. Speaking of out of system, that's a little bit out of system there. Played that time by Marwall. McGuire. And it sails again. This is not what Setsi time needs, so let's put it that way.
No, Ryan McGuire seems to be a lot more comfortable out of right side, and I would keep him there. I don't know why he's swinging anywhere else but right side as a lefty.
Back towards his direction. They've shuffled him now to his right side. Now they shuffle him back to the middle for the block. Marwa up the middle, but too strong.
Yeah, a lot of transition. He has no choice. They have to put up that double block against a team like Wallbangers, right? They've got 2 big swingers up here at the front net. They have to put a double up if they want to get a piece of anything on that ball.
That's been one of their better adjustments tonight. McGuire used as the blocker, twisted back, and Matthew can't chase it.
Yeah, it's a good effort by Matthew. Just couldn't get it up in the air there.
Wall serving 5, and not much you can do unless you go gadget to the ball.
Oh, I like that 1980s cartoon reference. Well done.
Back to play, Smith. Bounce back, Joanne St. Louis the set. Lock this time. Well, Wall back over.
So when you start to get chippy at the net there and just have like tight balls back and forth, someone needs to make a decision to go deep, or that's exactly what happens to you. That other side's going to find a hole and just pop it down.
Quick sets back and forth, and just touch ball, in fact, is the call. It just went out, but Wallbangers gets the point off the touch. Let's see where it was.
Yeah, Wallbangers saw that happen. They just got just a little bit off that block. And that's all you're looking for, right?
Yep. Smith was the one to touch. And speaking of touch, they needed a touch there, didn't they?
Yeah. That wasn't the setter's pass, though. She's up there. She's got a set. Another one of her teammates that needs to help her out there. Yeah. Move up past that ball.
Served back by McGuire. And sail back. Setsi time. Starting to build the middle momentum again.
Yeah, they got to keep that here if they want back in this game.
Remember, they didn't have that said momentum we touched upon the first couple sets. Wallbangers is saying we want that momentum back.
Yeah, John's done a good job out there. Every time they've been down a little bit or they've needed a little push, it's been him to do it. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying anything. I have no comment on this one.
Service error yet again. 9 serving 14.
Angry. I'd be screaming.
Wide.
Loud. Yeah. I'd still be screaming right now at this point. Still screaming, Justin.
In the middle of the point.
Yes, I would be still screaming. See? This is why. See? This is what happens. If you cannot capitalize when you're supposed to, breakdowns start to happen on your team. And when breakdowns happen, you lose points. So right now they need to cut it. Get her a good pass up to setter. Get that ball outside and finish. There's the pass.
There it is.
There's the set. There's the finish. Boom, Justin. Okay, I'm back to happy. I can continue now.
That was off the touch of Tubasi trying to get the pass. At St. Louis to Matthew. Bump set, Tubasi gets to it. And not able to free it.
Good effort. No block up there. He didn't have anybody to stop him. Nobody went up at all. I think John was just too far outside to even get over to that block. And that's why he scored.
11 serving 15. Set 4 continues here on Weed Citadel. Renson Championship here for the WAVL. Get back across. Setting things up to Bossy yet again. Now back to John Parr, twisting. John on the joust, resets, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he didn't have much choice but to reach there. If he hadn't of, there just would have been nobody to fill that hole. The ball would have dropped. So not much we could have done in that one. Now they need to stay at that line and score some points, get back into this match.
Pepelek, good serve. John, well, just took Pepelek away from the service line on that one.
That was a bit slow-mo. It almost looked slow motion. He went up slow. That girl had a chance to get on the ball. Good effort. Just couldn't get in the air.
Back to John. And that's an ace.
There we go. A few more of those. He's realizing that they're really close to that 20-point mark. That's the goal right now, to get to that 20 fast.
Off the touch ball in the previous serve. Once again, the swing for the kill.
There it is.
A wad this time.
So, as a player, he's at that back line realizing it's 2 points to 20. If he can get this team race there first, then they can almost seal the deal, Justin.
You can almost taste the trophy. Recommend do not eat your trophies. Into the nets, Caitlin Parr.
A rare unforced error by Caitlin.
Yeah, this is not food. This is a trophy.
Trophy.
It's not cake.
It's not that game. Is it food? Or is it, what's that game? Is it cake or is it real?
It's at cake.
Yeah.
Swing down for the kill. Good jump back from the front line. Watch McGuire again.
Yeah. Beautiful lefty right in the middle. Let's see if Matthew can capitalize on that right now.
Running set free by Caitlin. Bump set. Played well by Tabasi. The joust McGuire. Forced to reset to McGuire for the free. John. Caitlin. Marois. Pass back Matthew. Trying it again. This now to Caitlin. Tabasi. Way back. A continuous rally yet again.
Oh, great spot.
Trying to break the system. The system is currently having a lot of miscombobulation middle. Back to Caitlin again to mix it up. This could be it here for the point. Caitlin couldn't capitalize.
Oh, she wanted it. She went up there for the big swing. They were going to her and going to her. Great swings, great swings. I get it. I would have done the same thing. You get up there and want to rip that ball hard and end that rally.
You can see the idea. Now they're forced to flat palm it away. Sucker kicked in towards the grandstand.
See why I don't like it? It's just so you can't control a kicked ball. I know it's desperation. I know it's last second. It's just that, I mean, in the right defensive play with your arms out, that ball would have been popped up in the air.
Run forward. Bossy joust. Won this time by Gillis. Divisions champs in troubles after pancake digs galore. Nobody can get the frying pan.
No, everybody was kind of paused on that one, like back on their heels, and just play kind of stopped there.
16 serving 19. And ends up.
Ooh!
Stirring quick again, Van Velzen. Played back this time. Ball reset, Van Velzen. Quick swing, regrouped, John the setter. Van Velzen. Punched again by McGuire for the point.
Yeah, I mean, John had to come out of bounds. He almost hit us right here at the scorer's table, Dustin, if you see that. I would have pushed that ball far out of right side just to mess up there, blocking over there. That was a very hard ball to push back to left side there.
Van Velzen.
And there's the answer.
There's the 20 you talked about too.
Yeah, there's the 20. So they got there first. which is the goal and which is what they need to do. So now, again, I'm going to go back to that mentality. 5 plays and you win a championship.
It's 5 points away from the title. Now a tight sequence. Marwal. Back to McGuire. Twisting around John Barr. John had to get a swing on it. To try to kick it, they couldn't.
Yep. Out of system on both sides of the court. Little messy. I like that finish by John. Threw some heat from that back row.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went from cartwheeling to right back to the swing. Back to McGuire, meanwhile.
Oh, big block.
For the tool. Setsy time point.
I like the double block. Again, it's hard that when that big man on the outside there, when John's blocking, he's got to turn that left arm on the inside or else they're just going to use him out of bounds like that.
18 serving 21. Quick setup. Ooh, and another one.
And that's how he answers, Justin. That's how he answers that error right there. He's up for the swing, and he knows that his team needs 3 more plays to win this championship, and he threw the heat to get it.
Marwan that time, the server. Guire hits it off John. Reset to the other side. They're down 1, still down with Smith there. Setting things up for John, and what a laser.
Big play out of setter. They knew that setter wanted him to get the ball. The reason she could is that pass was fantastic to her. She was in position, ball was there, and the magic happened.
2 points away, 1 point away. It's a kill for John Parr.
And here we go. This ball has got to finish to seal the deal here. Excellent.
Championship point. Wallbaners looking for the Division II title. Gonna continue 1 more point, 19 serving 24.
All right. So right now, Setsy Time needs this ball. Has to obviously go over the net. You do not want to lose an entire match based on a missed serve. And we need a perfect pass in that ball. She's got options of John and we got double Johns at the net here she can give to.
John Parr, the swing. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Wallbaners wins the Windsor Championship for 2023-24. They're back on top of Division II.
What an excellent, excellent match by both teams. They both came out fighting. What a joy that was to watch, Justin.
Multiple times they've been able to get to this match and put their name on the trophies. Tonight, they get themselves the overall title for their division again.
Yeah, and they're very happy about it. You see that team over there dancing. They know they're 2-time champs, and that feels good.
So Wallbaners makes it 5 division titles for the Premier Division. And they get to hold this trophy here on Windsor.
There's Sean out there giving him the trophy. We see. It's exciting. I mean, Sean's just as excited as they are. So this is a great, great time of the night.
So they get to celebrate with Sean Lippert and celebrate with the trophy. A reminder that the Seminec Cup coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to stay tuned here on Windsor. But your winners for the Windsor Championship for 2023-24 are the Wallbaners. We'll be back with more here on Windsor Division I title on deck. An All-American, second team in this time to right. Forward back line this time. Gets across the original line of scrimmage. Tackle just shy of the first down.
Burrell looks for a spot. Burrell shoots it and scores on the near side.
One mistake, end up booking a trip to the prairies.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Komodo Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history.
top teams and the top volleyball players have looked to get to this point. The WAPL and the Seminole Cup for the 48th time gets awarded tonight. I'm Justin Prince. Alongside me once again for tonight's coverage, Manny Biondo, as we get set to see who's the best in all of the city.
This is the most exciting part of the evening, Justin. We have got Tier 1 magic about to happen. We have got Tuesday night Tier 1 from the Gillis League versus Wednesday night Tier 1 from the, I always say this wrong, Justin, Primo League.
Yeah.
Sean gets mad at me because I can't say it properly. This is the biggest match we're going to see of the night. This might be bigger than the Olympics, Justin.
This should be a fun one. Tonight, representing the Gillis division in the green, Rain Sets and Digs, representing the Romeo division. It's Volley Llama. We're underway from Windsor here on We Digital. Starting things up, looking to set things up very deep. Primo champions not even do something there as Volley Llama. For them on their team today for Volley Llama, it's Andrew Basacos alongside Shane Burney, Tony Manowski, then it's Marty Papanito. Rounding up their lineup, Tammy McGuire, Ashley Baldwin, Robin Cezine, and Michelle Charbonneau. Service error back. They'll be the ones to serve it here. Looking to the line is Charbonneau.
So for Tier 1 championship, we should be seeing some monster swings here, Justin, some big serving and some great defense. I am very much looking forward to it.
Speaking of which, good placement this time for the Gillis champions, reigning Sets and Digs. Who's on their team this season? Mike Tomlin starts alongside Jamie Beeden, Mitch Hunter, the former soccer player for the University of Windsor, Erica Kenton, Carly Prodan, Matt Bedard, Chris Verbeek for the second straight year emergency relief for the championship. Right now, Volley Llama looking for the set. Hit across by Cezine. Quickly swung back for the point. Down is Hunter.
Woo! He might be a soccer player, Justin, but that was a big swing out of the middle. Multi-athlete on that side of the court. I like it. He's got a nice head of hair too, Justin. He just needs a little headband in, maybe. Keep that hair out of his eyes.
Set the time from Beeden. Volley Llama, meanwhile, the slam down for the veteran, Shane Burney.
This is what I love about Tier 1 volleyball. It's faster, it's quick, and it's a bigger swing on the ball. So those blocks got to be ready, and defense has got to be set. And the team that does that is going to win this championship tonight, Justin.
Blocked by Burney, the former OUA All-Star. It's 3 apiece so far here on We Digital. The Seminole Cup, WAVL's 48th time deciding the champion for its top division. Blocked again. Volley Llama on the blocks, doing well.
Yeah, that's a big double block, and they're getting there and sealing that block up, and they're closing it, which makes it extremely difficult to get by.
So the long rally continuing for Volley Llama at the service line. Looking to break through, reigning Sets and Digs. The setup this time, the swing over by Basacos goes out, no touch.
He just got to get that quintessential shot out of his system in the back row. Deep ball, out of bounds. He won't do that again.
Straight back to the attack goes Volley Llama.
What I tell you, Just, and that beautiful right side swing, he wraps around this ball with the one-step takeoff. Boom. Cross-court swing, no one's there to grab it.
Shane Burney that time on the swing. Now looking for a setup. Right up the middle block, Johnny Manowski, but it still goes Volley Llama point.
Yeah, smart move by Tony off of Tomlin's hands. Tomlin is a seasoned veteran player. He knows exactly what he's doing out there. I played against Tomlin for several decades of my life, and he is difficult at that front let. So he's going to be a little menace up there.
Service error that time from Volley Llama. So that brings to the service line Matt Bedard. Just flat palms it across. Looking for the setup, but Basacos played well. Looking back close, locked on the swing by Tomlin. Second swing across, played by Burney on the dig. Setting things up, blocked again by Tomlin. Free situation. Looking for the set for the right side. This time Tomlin stopped, but off the touch. 6 apiece.
What I tell you, Mike Tomlin up there making it look stupid easy. He is up there blocking balls and swinging at balls. He's going to be a menace all night long for Volley Llama. Let's see how this plays out.
Back to the attack and back to the board. Tony Manowski, about a decade ago, played collegiately at the now classic gym, that time getting the point.
Tony did a good job out of middle. I'm wondering if he played middle when he was younger. That
Well,
was a nice swing.
he was left side for St. Clair.
Then that's an impressive, even more impressive swing out of him right there.
Yeah, what a touch by Tomlin.
Yeah, Tomlin sees the court when he's up there. And you know, Tomlin, he's a veteran, and sorry, Mike, love ya, but we are getting up there in age, my friend. So he's a seasoned player. He knows that 4 spot is open when there's a double block up there.
More than 50 years old coming into today, per the discussions prior to today. Speaking of the attacks, though, cross off the touch of McGuire.
Nice. Another huge difference on who's going to win this match is if they can move this ball around the court and get their ladies swinging like that. I love to see it.
That time it was Jamie Beaton on the swing. 8-7 for reigning Sets and Diggs. Make it 8 apiece, back and forth.
We need to give the setter some credit on that ball. She had a great pass, and it was a dime out to right side. That hitter didn't even need to... Oh,
good reaction that time by Beaton. Keeps the play going fast. Looking for the setup this time. Hit across by Robin Cezin. Back on the group, and again off Barney. No one able to get the second bounce.
She's swinging nice out there from left side. You see, the setter pushes it all the way out. She winds up, takes a beautiful cross-court swing, and scores. Again, deep ball. It's going to score.
Oh, a good serve, nearly overpassed. Played back well. This time the setup up the middle. Hunter blocked, but flags are raised. Point to the Gillis champs.
Did his job. You know, there's a couple options when you have a big block in front of you. One is to wipe it off the block like Hunter just did and score that point.
Mike Tomlin the serve, played low but well. Back across, Manowski. Quick joust, quick, keep it go by Bernie. Free to cross. Hunter a set. And not able to get the power down, 9-10.
No, a little bit out of system there. That ball was behind her head. She tried to roll it, understood what was done, just didn't work out in her favor there.
Carly Prodan on the swing. Of note, Josh Prodan, their significant other for Carly. Scratch for this year's title. That one shanked away off Pepinito.
I think after that shot, Carly just said, stay home, Josh. I don't need ya. Well done, Carly.
Back to the line, it's Beaton. Played very low. Barney blazes, kill.
Yeah, it's an outstanding set. I mean, she is getting, who's that? What's her? Michelle. Michelle, well done. She's setting them beautiful balls outside, and Bernie just has to rip it as hard as he can, and it's scoring.
Back to the attack and back to the twist. Bedard, but just out.
Again, Sean's got these lines ladies that are calling our travel club players, so we've got lots of people involved in tonight's match. And we've actually got friends of ours acting as ball boys, so we love it.
Service error. Gives it back to the green on the left side of your screen. Again, reigning Sets and Diggs in green, Volley Llama in blue. For those tuning in, this is the Sebetic Cup, the 48th edition of the Division I title for the WAVL. They've been around since 1976. More than 23,000 matches leads to this one final. Off the touch, give it to the reigning Sets and Diggs for the point.
Marty's running all over the court there. He's a back row player, and he got set front row. I don't think that setter didn't quite remember he was back row. That's why he had to dump it as an overpass there.
13-11. Bernie plays it off the hand of Tomlin and down.
It's a smart move. They were expecting some monster heat from Bernie there, and instead he just rolled it and caught them off guard. Well played.
This is Cecine. Now for Cecine, very successful family members, especially in the area of the T-ball realm. That goes off the touch. 14-12.
The Cecine family plays T-ball?
Well, when doing the research, Rob Sazine came up about how he won back in the 70s for the World T-Ball Championship. His son a few years ago won the title on that side, and then you have the third of the Sazines in that grouping, I guess.
Well, athletic families. Well done, Sasines.
So, 13 serving 14, very quickly, Hunter knocked to the deck.
Oh.
Very quickly blocked. Woo! What a stop. But Suckos.
Yeah, Andrew was up there. He saw him swinging, and he pushed. And if you'll notice, Justin, he pushed back into the corner, which was the 5 spot. He's going to get that block every time, or at least get his hands on some of it.
Hunter now being aimed for on each of these serves. Bernie forced to free. Setting back up for the swing down for
Matt Bedard throwing some heat from the right side.
Thank you for the correction there. But he is burning some good power so far. He's back of the line. Back to the swing. But Suckos, no one to track off the touch of Hunter. Hunter's becoming the target and the hunted.
Yeah, oh, good one, Justin. Well played.
Right there. He was on his back foot. 15 apiece now in the first set. Played for the back line by Bernie, setting things up, but Suckos. Good setup by Beaton. Played on the shells, Tomlin. Free ball situation instead now for Volleyball. Regroup back to Tomlin again. Gets it on the back line.
And he landed it. Mike saw that block up on him, took a little bit off and went deep into that back corner. You're going to see this right here. He sees the block going up with him, took a bit off, caught the hole, and caught the line for that point.
So just like that, Raining sets and digs up again, nearly back to a tie for a moment. But net violation regardless, it is now tied by Volleyball.
And you'll know throughout the season, we actually officiate ourselves. So when you saw Mike grab the net there, he called himself on the net because that's what we're used to doing. Tier 1 through 9 officiates themselves. So it's just honor system.
And meanwhile, speaking of plays, Tom Minowski gets the block and gives Volleyball the serve.
And just so the viewers at home know, this is a best of 5 series.
Yes.
So all of these games are going to count. Big. It goes fast. 5 games goes fast, Justin.
Let's put it this way. Before we went to the best of 5 to start off the Division II title, just one match went past 2 sets. 2 total matches have gone past the straight sets total so far today. Very strong chance this goes past that total tonight.
I'm thinking they're neck and neck right now.
Played well off the block. Tomlin, free situation. Now looking for the setup. Back again to Minowski. Did he get the corner? Yes.
He did. I love to see the passing in these games. You're looking at these free ball, roll ball situations, and those passes are perfect to setter every time. And that just allows the offense to have more ability to score.
Minowski this time the server. Bounces off a couple. Played by Pepinito. Setting it up. Bernie again. A slide down by Bedard. Free situation one-handed. Light descent for Bernie, but couldn't get it over. And yet again, teeter-totter continues. It's a 4-touch.
18 all. That was a rare unforced error, but he just looked like he missed or duffed that ball there. Well, he just didn't get over top of it, I think.
He got in the net regardless.
Yeah.
Even with the 4-touch, the point's mute. Back to Bernie. This one got over.
Well, he answered, didn't he? You know a player knows what they're doing when they say, give me that ball again after an error because I want to score.
19 serving 18. It's time. Quickly served around and off the net. And all of a sudden, Volleyball's got a cushion.
Yeah, and Volleyball's first to 20. And I'm always saying to you, that's a big thing mentally. First to 20, you got to get there. And now we've got 5 plays until we win. Well, Volleyball, Justin, not me.
Hunter gets it down for the kill. Right off Pepinito.
Oof. He was low. I thought he could dig that ball up. He's a great little defender back there. I like what I'm seeing from him.
19 serving 20. This brings up Kali Prodan. Played well from the serve, setting once again. Bernie off touch.
Yeah, he got lucky on that. Again, they were looking for a big rip from Bernie out of the middle. He's going up and takes it off, and they're just caught back on their heels, expecting that big, big hammer ball. That never came.
Oh, and a double block. Volley Llama using the size again.
Yeah, he's trying to get by Andrew and Bernie, and those are like 6'2", 6'3", these boys. That's a big 2 sticks in the air to get by.
3-point lead, make it 4. Not able to get over the blockers is Hunter. And Volley Llama has got the first significant lead of this entire match. Punch cross well in the serve by Volley Llama. Setting up for the pancake, kept alive that time, Minowski.
Oh.
And net violations galore.
Again, Andrew did call himself. He knew. And I'm going to guarantee they go back to him right now for this shot, Justin. Watch this. Yep.
No, they went straight to the block.
What'd I tell you?
Basacos.
So a lot of times, yeah, a big game point here. Let's see if Bernie can capitalize on this.
Yeah. That might have gotten a touch. But speaking of touches, Tomlin has drawn one. Free situation by Zazine. Across by Bedard. Bedard sets up the volley. The set. The punch across. Bernie flicks it tight. Played back by Tomlin. Thrown back. Bernie, a long set. Back to Basacos of Hunter. Running setup by Prodan. Once again, looking middle. This time the swing. Minowski.
Tony Minowski on that middle ball again, Justin. Capitalizing and scoring on that first game, going to Volley Llama, 25-20.
With that, let's take a quick step aside. Set 1 goes to Volley Llama. They're up 1-0 here on We Digital.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Komodo Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history. Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicklaus. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Komodo Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor as we get set for the second set. Raining sets and digs and Volley Llama going back and forth. Volley Llama, though, winning 25-20 to close out the first set. A quick shout-out to those who did not get the chance to see the Renton Championship. Wallbaners picking up another title and the Division II title fight. They picked it up 3-1 in the very end over set C time. That, in turn, set the Premier Division with a 5-2 advantage on the day. Can they keep it up in the blue?
Well, Volley Llama and Raining Sets and Digs, both fantastic names, I've got to say. They're both playing fabulous. So this is going to be a war of attrition out here. Raining Sets and Digs knows they are going to have to take this game if they want to take the match. It is difficult in a Tier 1 situation with this kind of ball to come back from a 0-2 deficit and try to come back and win those 3 straight games to take a championship. So this is a huge, huge, huge game for Raining Sets and Digs to win.
Mike Tomlin starts off the set at the line. We're underway for set 2. Starting things off to the burning machine.
There we go. That's how they start it. Again, shift of momentum, right? You want to take that from that team immediately, right off the bat. Kind of like peacocking. Show them who's boss, right?
Strutting your stuff is...
Yeah, you got it.
Think the phrase, yes. But back to the action. Hit across well by Rain Sets and Digs. Everybody trying to get after it. What hustle as Tomlin gets to it. Hunter swings it off touch. Give that to Rainey. Sets and digs off Charbonneau.
I'm impressed with Mr. Soccer Player right out of the swinging out of the middle like that. He's good. He went up looking like he was going to swing back to 5, and he didn't. Swung back to 1, turned, scored that point.
Keep them on their toes. Speaking of toes, Bernie knocks it off the blockers and down.
Yeah. Bernie has got, I'm going to say 2-3 inches on both of these blockers, so it's causing a little bit of distress here.
Now, of note, with this division, a larger rotation. In fact, they're using the barrel rotation for the first time all day today. Pepinito this time swapping with Basacos for this point. Cross this time by Bedard. Bump set, Charbonneau. Swung back across by Ashley Baldwin, the former University of Windsor Lancer.
I'm going to go back to that point you made about the libero, Justin. For those of you at home that don't know, the libero doesn't actually have to sub in and out. They can just walk on, walk off as soon as the player they're rotating in for hits the back row. So it's a fast, speedy situation.
And that time locked down regardless. Rain sets and digs point.
And here we go again, neck and neck.
And that's a tough thing, mind you, to coordinate for the OCAA level or the OUA level, let alone at this level. With rotating liberos. There's two-player libero systems that have become popular in recent years.
Yeah, it's great. It allows this game to be sped up, and you play quicker defense, right? And normally liberos replace middle players who aren't always necessarily the fastest on their feet to play big D, and it's increased the speed of the game exponentially.
3-all after the point by Rainey Sets and Diggs. Response back block for the reset. A tight set, too tight. Reset for Bernie. And straight nearly into the face of Canton.
Yeah, that would have left a mark for Erica. She was there, though. She was playing great D. She got her hands up in time. She just, ball didn't get popped up in the air.
4-3 and 4 apiece. Back and forth again.
Tony's ticked at that. He was waiting for a big swing out of that middle shot and didn't get it, and that block was not of use to him.
Hunter flat palm serve. Setting things up to swing again. Basacos.
Yeah, nice look. Big, monstrous hole back there to 5 spot. It's a great shot. He keeps doing that. They're going to score all night long.
Played tight this time on the serve from off Canton. What a laser again from Tomlin.
There was no block up there for Mike, and that is not a smart situation. Mike Tomlin will finish and will capitalize when he does not have a block up on him.
5-all. And serve receive is critical today. I know you want to start screaming.
Yeah, it's because it's like Mike did his job. His player has to go do their job at the black line. He didn't. See if Mike can fix this.
Tomlin hits it off the blockers. Regroup for a twist. Reset this time with a swing across. Canton played well. Back again. Bernie out.
There we go. Shane gave them an opportunity to fix this at the back line. Pardon me. Let's see if Erica can capitalize on this.
This time the server, Erica Kenton.
And she does.
Well done. Well, better on the swing yet again. Tony Minoski.
Tony Minoski just cut that ball above the attack line. I don't know if you saw that, Justin. That was a big cut. Whew.
Speaking of Tony, he's the server there. Back to Mike Tomlin, punch back. Regroup for Bernie. Yet again, the kill.
Yeah, and you saw Carly set herself up there right on the attack line. She had her hands up in the air. 1, to protect her face, let's face it. And 2, that is her one opportunity to pop the ball up in the air if he cuts it real inside like that.
Mike Tomlin down the line, played this time. Played by Pepinito. Scrambling around and into the net.
Yeah, out of system ball for Carly. She had to back herself up, and that is difficult to pull that ball back from behind your head. Not an easy shot.
Carly Prodan into the middle of the net. Strong serve. They go straight back to Prodan. Bit of a scramble. They can't get the free.
Yeah, it's smart. That's a smart setter move. When someone makes an error like that, you always go back to them because they want it. They're desperate to fix that error, and she was, and she scored.
Served well by Tomlin. A lot of jostling to get the swing off that time. Back across by Prodan. Scramble Bernie. Read across. Another free back, and it rolls over before they get the volley. Hunter swing. Good set. Free again. Both sides having troubles here. Ooh. And a laser by Hunter.
Nice job, kiddo. He got right by Bernie on that block right there. Excellent set from the setter. He goes up and just cuts that ball right. Well done.
It's it off of Charbonneau in turn. 9-8. 9-9.
Volley Llama struggling a little bit on this serve reception pass. Let's see if Tomlin goes back to the same spot. He'll go back to 1 right now. Oh, nope, switched it up.
Saw it by Tomlin, but Barney hits it straight off Tomlin and straight to the board.
Nice dig on Mike's behalf. That was a real nice dig. I don't know what happened. I think there was a little trip up at the foot there, and that's why they didn't get to chase that ball outside.
Volley Llama up 10-9 here in the second set. Tight twist by Bernie. Tight setups in general, but it's raining Senton Diggs who rings it over them.
I'll say it again, but when you start playing that dinky back and forth at the net ball, you're going to lose that point. Like, you've got to push that ball big or you've got to hit it big to score.
Serve well that time by Beaton. Swing back over, bounced out well by Zazine. Up the middle, Tomlin. Played from the back. This time to go to Zazine again, but it's antenna waving.
Yeah, so she can go outside. She can exit the court to hit that ball all she wants, and she can pull that ball back in from the outside of the court. She just can't hit that antenna.
They're going out. Bit of a scramble for Volley Llama in response here. Force get on the block. Woo! And they can. It's launched to the fans.
Woohoo! That's a big. Look at him. He's even smiling outside. He can't believe he did that himself.
12, serving 10.
It's got bionic knee brace he has on. It's giving him some more ups. Oh my! Oh no! You see, that's what happened. Like he just made that monster. Now he's deflated. Look at, he's sad now. He's got a sad look on his face. They're gonna give him the ball though. Watch. He's gonna score again here. There we go. Yep.
Right to Matt Bedard for the pick-me-up.
Yeah, exactly what that was. That setter knows exactly what she's doing. Got to get that momentum, get that mental game going. This mental game is a huge part of winning these matches.
Last touch previously by Masakos on the point. Bernie frees it on this one. Bedard sets it for Hunter. Flag is raised. They missed the corner. Volley Llama gets served back.
I love what these lines ladies are doing out here. They're doing an excellent job of watching these balls. I am very proud of their work tonight. They are on the money. There's been no complaints.
Indeed. Solid start to the rally. Sakos. The swing. Hunter, the better one.
Well done. He had 2 block on him. He had a double block right in the middle for him, and he actually went right over top. Excellent swing.
14 serving 12. Looking for the setup. It's been a while for Manowski. Few fans have to duck for cover as they get to their seats. Gets out of the way of them. Up the middle, Manowski. Didn't look like he got over.
Not enough. No, it did not clear the net there. He went up with a good swing, good approach. I think he just dropped his elbow and didn't get it.
Didn't get to the tape. So a 15-12 cushion now.
Oh, wow.
And
pick! Oh my God! Oh!
Volley Llama recovers after the soccer kick. How about that?
Woo-hoo! I love to see it. Ooh, Jess, we almost got kicked right in the face right there. Did you see how high his foot was? Woo, I'm impressed. I mean, they didn't get the point, but very impressive.
Throwing it up there on Volley of the Night. But Volley Llama is now within 1 back-to-back points.
Yeah, well, this is dangerous over here, Justin. We're going to get hit. Tier 1 championship ball at its best.
Low receive for Hunter. Up. Slam and a half. Bedard.
Yeah, this is going to get chippy here, my friend. This is back and forth, back and forth. And again, I'll go back. Reigning Sets and Digs knows they need to win this game.
Bedard, the server. Keeps it simple. Point back to Basakos. Sends him twisting. Right-handed play to Bernie. Long set. Basakos a second time. Gets over Tomlin.
Tomlin is not happy with that. He knows up. He just got used on that one, meaning that hitter went up, off the top of his hands, and just down. Tomlin just didn't push last.
Chance to tie if Volley Llama can get the point here. They go to Manowski for it, and they can't. It goes over. Too strong.
Way too strong on that one. They're trying to shift, like you got to shift your shots and change momentum, right? Roll shots, deep shots, heavy shots, big shots. In order to win this match, you do have to change it up. Oh.
Manowski off 2 blockers. Running set. Punched across by Tomlin. Back towards the middle sectors. Tomlin a set. Dumped across. Free situation by Volley Llama. A chance for Tomlin down the line. Did they get the touch? No, he didn't.
He was going for the step around Justin, and what that means is he starts his approach looking like he's going to hit a middle shot, and then just basically shifts his left foot and right foot around the setter to hit on the right side behind her. It just didn't work that time.
Once again, 1 point difference on the scoreboard. Hunter setting things up as part of a free situation. Now it's Barney looking to tie. Hello.
There it is. Shane Burney knows he needed that point. Again, tied up, 17-17, neck and neck. This is a riveting ball, Justin.
Tony Manowski, the serve. Very tight squeeze. Manowski gets the dig. A set back up for a punch over. That time by Baldwin. Slap back across in response, that time by Beaton. Now Bernie, lasers.
What a dig. Oh, what a dig. I love that. That was Erica, wasn't it? Look at this.
Yep.
Right in position, base platform still. She did not move her arms. That ball was perfect. Well done.
And Volley Llama for the first time in a bit here in the set has the lead. Flag pointed down. Let's tie it up. Why don't we?
Yeah, Carly was like, no, I'm not having any of that after that big dig. She's like, I have to get that back for my girl. And she did. Look at that. Right down the center.
Slap back across by Tomlin as the serve. Bernie slaps a kill off the touch, nearly into the grandstand.
Yeah, they're both tapping back their heads here. They know they were both waiting for the heat of that ball. Both of them got low and made a platform. That's just nothing else you can do.
19 serving 18. Tomlin receive. Hunter hits it off Bernie. Bernie this time goes to setter. Slap back softly by Baldwin. Running play. Prodan couldn't get it over.
Little out of system. She just didn't have her normal approach. Carly didn't have any approach there, so she kind of took off on 1 foot. Almost like a basketball layup there. It just couldn't roll it over.
Got rejected by the rim. Back to her, in fact, on the reset. Bernie. Lasers another one.
Erica is just killing it, that back row defense. Well done. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to do, and that's get a hand on that ball. So the rest of her team has got to capitalize on that.
Once again, similar to the last set, Volley Llama pulling away late. They go off the top of the net. A swoop around by Bedard. Battle net, won by Reigning Sets and Digs.
It's a nice job. He's doing a nice job out of middle, like finding hands and using them. Just swiping it off the far left, far right of the hand and scoring those points.
Back to serve is Beaton.
Oh,
and what an ace!
That's a great serve. That is a rough float. It dropped right at the end of it. It dropped short, too. Very difficult to pass.
Second ace all day today amongst the top two divisions. And a good response by Bernie again.
Yeah, it was a good response. When you have a big server at the back line and they've scored 1 to 2 points and you're ready, you need to slide that ball out and get it back on your side, especially when the scoreboard looks like this.
Zazine. Play it back across on the set. Bedard, tough. Volley Llama up by 3.
Here we go.
Remember that race to 20. It's been tight this time, but they won that race again.
They did, and now they just need 2 more big plays, Justin.
Hunter, what a response.
Oh, that was Birdie on the net there. He called himself. I actually thought that was Hunter on the net.
I thought Hunter.
Look at this.
I think Hunter slapped it past him regardless.
Yeah. He got the net there. Okay.
So regardless, 2-point lead still. Setting across. Swaying that by Canton. They go to Bernie again. Bernie again off the top.
He has been solid today. All right, here we go, Justin. If Bernie misses this serve, I mean, pitches a beer for the entire gym.
Nearly
Lucky,
got the
nearly.
This is now set point. Launched well. Recovered.
Are you going to get it? Am I going to get it? Are you going to get it? Oh, no. He makes a great shot. Great defensive play. And then, no communication.
Hunter, the server. Second set point of set 2. Bedard sets it up. Tomlin, Joust, battles, punches, and that's Volley Llama up 2 sets to love.
Big win. Well done, Volley Llama. Reigning sets and digs is just not giving up, though.
A chance for Volley Llama to get the sweep. Can reigning sets and digs respond in set 3? We'll find out in a moment. You're watching We Digital.
Tickets are on sale now for the 17th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, April 30th. The Komodo Club will be filled with local athletes, teams, and coaches just waiting to hear their names announced as a nominee or this year's recipient. You'll even get to hear from golf legend Jack Nicklaus, but you have to have a ticket. Tickets are available at westbytickets@gmail.com. Don't wait, or you might just miss your chance to be a part of history. Last year, Jack Morris. This year, Jack Nicklaus. Back-to-back Jack at the 17th Annual Westby Awards, where we hand out the hardware to the best local athletes, teams, and coaches. We'd love to have you attend on Tuesday, April 30th at the Komodo Club. With limited seating available, mark your calendars. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, where the battle is on for this trophy, the Seminole Cup, the 48th edition for the Tier 1 title. Just a couple of years from the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, we're almost there. Justin, while we're sitting here, I want to give a shout out to my team, Rock Bottom, who placed just behind Reigning Sets and Digs this season and missed making this championship game by like 2 points, I think.
Yeah, it was tight in those standings.
It was. You know what they didn't do, though, Justin? They didn't miss serves, I'll tell you that. My teams don't miss serves, Justin. But anyway, shout out to Rock Bottom. Love you guys. Too bad you're not here.
Championship day, mind you, both of these teams went 6 games to love on the way to make it here. Both of them won at least 30 games in their respective matches.
Yeah, and this is for all the bragging rights, Justin, because this is a Tier 1 Tuesday night team versus a Tier 1 Wednesday night team, and it is the age-old, like you said, 48-year-old argument on who is the better team. So it's always the jostling back and forth to see, who plays bigger ball, who plays better ball.
Still set to get back underway. Are you enjoying what you're seeing? Well, a quick shout out to the WAVL because they're getting to the business of beach volleyball this summer. In fact, April through August, they'll be playing at the Concourse for the first time downtown Windsor.
Yes. Yes, we are very excited about that. Good friends with Ronaldo Agostino, Sean is, and he set that up. And I think it's going to be great for the downtown core. And you know, if we are all involved in it, Justin, it's going to be outstanding. Good music, good fun, good food. It'll be a great atmosphere.
Was just passing by those courts through downtown a couple days ago. There's a lot of space to play. Let's put it towards that way. We're underway for play in set 3.
If Volleyball takes this game, it is match set point gold for them, Justin, as it's a best of 5 series.
And quite quickly, it's Raining Sets and Diggs, who is able to capitalize on the mistake to go up 1-love. This was out of system. Bernie this time to receive. Very tight sequence, net violation.
Tough set. She gave that to her really, really tight. She does not have the height over there, so she couldn't get up and get that ball before it dropped down. That's all right. Let's see what they do here.
For the second straight set, Pasako starting off this set on the bench. Playing in that spot right now is Bebenito. Slammed down by Bernie, and Volleyball on the board.
Yeah, we knew they were going out there to shame Bernie. He had a double block on him, but again, that double block is not big enough. So he is going OT and finding that hole. They just need to get more of a piece of the ball on him.
Well, they just got a piece off Bernie from Hunter. This time they get it over top. This time quickly jumped over by Zazine. Back on the power this time.
Oh! Carly, baby! That is some monster heat on that ball, Justin. Look at her outside. Big swing. She is connecting at that ball at 12, 1 o'clock, which is exactly where she should be every single time, and that is why she's scoring.
Then time to serve off from Burdan, the doctor from the Children's Hospital of Michigan. Just out of her reach this time. Point Volley Lama.
So I'm sure Volley Lama was listening to the Eye of the Tiger soundtrack we played at the timeout. Got themselves fired up here, Justin, knowing they've got to win this last game for the match.
Looking to get some rallies forward. Blocked immediately, though. And, oh, by the way, Masako's is back in. That's partly why.
There we go. That's a big double block up there. We're going to see what they do with it. Let's see if they can capitalize here.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Try to pass back. And somehow, 3 touches. Doesn't matter.
Andrew. Nice job. Look at him. Big defensive plays out there. Perfect pass to the setter, way outside. He had a single block up on him and took that left hand and said, thank you very much.
4-3, Volley Lama. Played low that time by Zazine. Setting up Bernie again, but no touch for all. And like the past 2 sets, it's a tug of war.
Yeah, it's going to be. It was the last 2 games, Justin. It's going to be a war to the very end of this.
Playing things on the setup.
Oh!
Goes, got a touch.
Yeah, that's a good job out of defense back row there. She knew her blocker got a touch, so she just had no choice but to throw her hand out and see if she could get a piece of that, slow that ball down.
Bernie this time to serve, very low receive. Hunter forced to free it. Looking for the setup. This time up the middle, Minoski kill.
Yeah, he's been doing that all night. I mean, I just said it about 10 minutes ago. He's not a ginormous middle, so when he's swinging, he's just catching top of the block, which is super smart because they're not slowing that ball down enough for them to pick that up defensively.
Tomlin forces multiple touches, just kept alive. It's time to go opposite side, Bedard.
Andrew's laughing at himself right now because he had to chase that ball down basically to you and I, Justin, and then transition back for that block, and he just didn't get there in time.
So that brings Bedard back to serve quickly off. It's time to go twisting right side. How about that acrobatic?
I like it. I don't know how happy she is with that shot, but I thought it was great. Tammy did a great job out there.
Tammy McGuire.
Yep, low set. She got it right over the net, found that hole. Good job, Tammy.
Tammy McGuire getting herself on the attack sheet. That one too strong, and Volley Lama up by 3 all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think Mike's asking for that ball a little bit higher and off the net. See what he can do for it this time.
Well, this time, Tomlin's shot initially blocked off. This time they go over top, but Sakos. Quick shot. This time, up.
Oh, big
down.
shot.
Banaski.
Nice job. Again, Tony saw no block up, and he took the opportunity and finished. Look at Tomlin's late, very late, and he knew he had that big hole.
9-5, the large lead at this point of a set so far. And again, looking to grow it. Basako's got a one-handed dig in response and a whistle. It's a double touch.
We haven't seen that. We didn't see that in the last match or tonight yet at double A.
Yeah, that's...
He's going to go up. Yeah.
Well...
They must have both touched it. They must have both hit it.
Well, they were definitely on top of each other.
Yeah.
Back to the live action. Sakos has it dug quickly. Slap back across.
Oh!
Trying to toss it, it failed.
I like it. Well done. I like it. I mean, she gave it a shot. That was a tight ball. Michelle went up with that, and watch her. She goes up with the tight ball, jump set, tried to get it over the top, just missed.
Oh, and that just beamed Tomlin in the head.
Yeah.
You don't like it in the OCAA level. You definitely don't like it here.
No, yeah, no.
11-6 Volleyball. And double digs. Now everyone's scrambling. Able to get it over, it's Baldwin. Rather Sazim. Back off, multiple touches. That does go off.
Nice job.
McGuire.
Yeah, Carly switched it up that time. She's been going back to, she's been making shots in 5 or 6. She pushed that ball a little bit closer to 1 and scored on that. That's a great change up.
11-7. And that doesn't get over. Make it 8 serving 11.
Yeah, again, for viewers at home, Tony had no opportunity. That's all he had to do out there because he was pushed so far outside. He can be way out of bounds and pull that ball back into the court, but he just can't hit that antenna. He just got it. I mean, you got to get over the net to score ultimately, right, Justin?
Yes, exactly. Blistering fast pace, though. Too fast. It bounces right back where it came from.
Yeah, that's a good job by Marty. Again, I said it a couple matches ago. He followed that ball right to the line just to make sure it wasn't going to hit. That's well played.
Volleyball up by 4 here in this third set of play here on Windsor, the WAVL volleyball.
Woo!
And another slam.
Nobody there. Big hole. Shane Burney takes an opportunity to rip that ball down the middle. Lights out.
Right in front of McGuire this time, rather right in front of Canton.
Oh.
And now, speaking of raining sets and digs, they respond with a point. They need a rally and big.
They do. They need a momentum shift and a big rally and some points here.
Can Hunter be the charge of that? We've seen Tomlin be the charge in the first 2 sets at times. And that's not going to help them. A whistle. It's a net violation for Volleyball.
Yeah, I think she stepped under the net. You can step with your tiptoe. You just cannot step whole foot under that line.
Played on the tie by Pepinito.
Oh!
He tools it. And how about that for smartness?
I love it. Smart move. I've been saying it all night. Tier 2 and Tier 1 championship. If you've got a double block up there, and it's, well, that one wasn't exactly sealed, but if it's sealed, you've got an opportunity to swipe it off there, and that's exactly what Shane Burney just did.
Bedard responds back, though, with his own slam. And now it's 11 serving 14.
Volley Llama just needs to chip away 1 point at a time here. Just try to tie this game up.
And Bedard chips it off of Pepinito's foot.
Here we go. That's some heat. That's one. And a good momentum shift, right? Get his team fired up. Get them going.
Gap down to just 2. Burney. Played well. Back to Burney, though. He takes the page out of the last playbook and says, it worked last time. Let's try it here.
Let's do it again. Yeah, it was a rare. Erica just gave a rare overpass on her behalf there. She was trying to go right side, I think. Just didn't make it that time.
15-12. 10 points away from the tunnel block. Doesn't get over the tape.
No, that was a very tight set with a double up. There's just not a ton you can do with that. Volley Llama's they're up by 4 now, and Reigning Sets and Diggs needs to stop this serve.
Hunter tries to cross it, no touch, and things are spiraling. 17 serving 12. Volley Llama looking comfortable. They were towards the top of their division, and they are making a change here. Looks like substituting now is McGuire. Slam by Bernie.
Woo! I felt that from here, Justin. Like I felt it. That was unbelievable. That is a momentum change. 2 points till they hit 20. Volley Llama is at it.
Charbonneau with a good set and another good block.
And again, here we go. This is going to be very hard for Reigning Sets and Diggs to drag themselves out of this. Someone's got to make a monster play here, Justin.
This time punched away by Zing. Back far side, twisted back. Shorter set, Bernie, play to the middle. Back cross, Hunter, 2 touches. Back across for the dig, right out of the reach of Tomlin.
That was a great reach on right side. Well done.
Just going to get the full dig though, watch.
No, Tammy did a nice job of ripping that ball.
Back to the way of Bedard and down to the floor.
Middle back. Tony's looking, saying my fault. He knows it's 6-back's job to get over to the line and play D on that ball, and I think he just got jammed up and stuck. Didn't go.
13 serving 20. And for the third straight set, Volley Llama winning the race to 20. Make that the race for 21.
Yeah. Here we go. And what do I always say, Justin? 4 big plays. That's what's going through all of their heads right now. Reigning Sets and Diggs is thinking, oh my God, how do we side out?
Tomlin.
And that's
yeah. What else can you say? Now they just need 7 straight.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin answers, though. He's been here before. He knows how to play this game. Chip away, chip away.
Bedard the server. Seeing well this time to go. Pipeline off Tomlin. And that gets squeaking through and down.
Yeah, Tomlin saw they were going to middle on that ball. They were going to go to Tony, and he was there and ready and set. Just didn't get the last push.
Ashley Baldwin that time the server. Tomlin this time gets the tool, but still 15 serving 22.
Lucky. That was pretty lucky. I mean, big shot. They're going to go to him, though. He knows what to do in these kind of situations.
Canton serves it to Bernie. Off the net, and that's played to Sean Riem. He's not on the official rosters.
And that's what you have to do here. Like, if you're Reigning Sets and Diggs, you've got to just play basic foundational volleyball here and hope for those. See, 2 in a row, unforced errors, right? And Reigning Sets and Diggs, if they can keep doing that and doing that, they can chip away. I'd serve Bernie again. If I'm Erica, I'm going straight back at Shane Bernie again. Oh, she didn't.
Gap is up to 5. A lot of power, gets back over. This time to go to Basakos. Scramble. They couldn't get it anywhere out to the antenna.
Not this time with this crazy soccer kick, Pele. He didn't do it this time. But there was big effort, and I love to see it.
23 serving 17. And it's Basakos looking to try and bring things up to match point. The setup. Soccer swayed by Charbonneau. Good dig back. One back off to Bernie. Up the middle.
Oh.
Was that off a touch? No. Minoski too strong.
Nothing. Michelle is their setter, and I know she's smiling out there because she got to actually hit a ball. And setters love it when they get set right side and you get to hit.
Still 5-point deficit. Bernie a sliding receive. Just to get it off the C ball. Up the middle, Hunter off the block. Looking for the setup, Minoski punches it over Hunter. Another scramble by Bedard. Hunter forced to free it. This time they switch the side over to Cecine. Go for the cross attempt. Tap back off Charbonneau. Hunter, played by Bernie again. Yet again, they go softer touch, play off Tomlin on the dig. On the run, Bernie. Like the set of Manowski, yet again, this time the power sets it up. Match point on the docket.
That was 100% Michelle Charbonneau's excellent play. She saw that block not there. She set it back to middle instead of going right or left on that. Well done. Well done, Michelle. Game point.
This is for the championship. The power. Setting things up for Bernie, forced to free. Looking for the setup for Hunter to extend. Bernie blocks one. Bernie clips the second. The setup for Bernie. For the launch, gets it off Tomlin! And Volley Llama gets it done in straight sets.
Goal! 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 Well done, Volley Llama. Mike Tomlin was scrambling. He's still scrambling, thinking I had to protect my face on that. What a match, Justin. That was amazing. What great ball out of Tier 1.
And just like that, the 2023-24 edition of the Seminole Cup goes the direction of Volley Llama. They get it done. Premier champions go 6-2 on Division Title Day on the way to the title.
Yeah, it was a great ball. I'm super happy. Both these teams gave us a show. Sean's out there giving the medals. I'm super, super excited. Thanks, a big, huge thanks to Sean Lippert for running an excellent season for everybody, as per usual. He's an outstanding commissioner, and we're just so happy that we have him. Thank you, Sean.
So it's Volley Llama, Andrew Basakoj, Shane Burney, Tommy Manowski, Marty Pappanito, Kyle Williamson, Tammy McGuire, Ashley Baldwin, Robin Zazine, and Michelle Charbonneau are champions. That's it from here on We Digital. For Mandy Bennett-Bianto, I'm Justin Prince saying so long. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You've been watching the WAVL Seminole Cup for 2024.